I've played flag football and soccer, and it's fun too. It's just that it's different because when you're riding dirt bikes, you have that huge adrenaline rush.
I wish they would have picked a little safer sport, but since they all enjoy it, it's fine. I have to turn my head sometimes.
Oh, she'll turn her head. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but she'll be screaming and turning this way while I'm in the air.
I guess there's something about the engine, all the other guys there, you're in a big group. Sometimes we have live starts and you've got like 17 of those bikes running at the same time. You're waiting for the flag to drop. It's just a big adrenaline rush to your body right before they drop the flag. I never experienced anything like it.
A symphony of speed, agility, and noise. A fear factory. Or maybe just organized chaos. It depends on whom you ask. One thing is certain, there's never a dull moment when it comes to cross-country motorcycle racing.
Sometimes I can only come on Sundays, but I try to never miss a race. I've never missed a race. It just scares me. I got to be there.
Ada is a regular stop on the annual circuit of the Oklahoma Cross Country Racing Association, or OCRA for short. OCRA is a members-driven collective in which quad and motorcycle riders compete in a series of off-road races. As many as 600 riders compete in a year-long points chase for supremacy.
OCRA is a top-notch organization. We have a top-notch scoring system. It's all computerized. We have a 12 circuit series. We start generally around the 1st of March, and our last race is around the end of October. We take a summer break because it gets so hot in the summertime. We take about a month or month and a half off. We race anywhere from the Texas border to Stillwater. We've raced out in Eric, Oklahoma, which part of the track's actually out in West Texas, all the way to far eastern Oklahoma. So we're just all around the state, and there's a lot of good places, a lot of good venues to have races, and Ada just happens to be one of the most popular.
Unlike motocross, which is strictly in the dirt, cross-country races take place on a variety of natural terrain courses. Tracks as long as 15 miles can meander through tight forests to wide open spaces. Riding skills are mercilessly tested by rocks, trees, hills, creeks, mud, roots, sand, jumps, and scores of other natural and man-made obstacles. Again, never a dull moment.
Me, the way I grew up, I like it the harder the better, the tougher the better. It's the situation I was raised in. But you have to accommodate all age groups and all riding capabilities, anywhere from beginners to well-seasoned veterans. So safety has got to be a must.
I don't know, there's always a possibility there's something to worry about. I've been hurt a couple times.
It was the race before Ada. Almost all it is rocks. There's rocks everywhere. Usually you get a flat. I got a flat on my 65 in the race, and the first lap the day before I went on a track, I got a flat. The first lap. So, and then last year at that track I had a flat there too. So I don't like that track.
On a jump, I was good 20 feet in the air. And I'm lucky it landed into kind of like a slope. I just broke my wrist or my thumb, I don't remember, and then I broke my shoulder and got concussions and stuff, but there's always that chance, though.
When it comes to safety, we talk about, certain parts of the track, of course, what's the safe way to ride it. We always make sure we have all of our safety equipment on, which are boots, helmet, goggles, chest protector, neck brace, knee braces. We make sure we have all of that equipment on. And we point out that it's fun. The last thing I tell Ryan or Colton is be safe, have fun. That's the last thing I tell them before they take off. Because that's the most important thing, is having fun and being safe.
Ada became part of the Okra circuit within the last decade and has quickly become a favorite because of its impressive variety of landscape. The current course is actually Ada's second go-around with Okra.
Well, there used to be a couple of guys here that got me to riding in the cross country, and they just asked me about it if I would like to go, and they took me, and I went. In the first race, I come in 10th spot in a beginner class, and I was so stoked. I had so much fun, and I got hooked on it from there. And they had contacted the officials of Okra and got a race here at Ada out north of town, and I think they had a couple of races out there, and then that thing just kind of fell through. But I stayed with the club because I just love the sport so much and the people, and my wife and I acquired this land, and we just decided to open up, you know, before we could have some riders come out. We've got about anywhere from 6 to 12 miles of trails, depending upon, you know, how you want to route them. So we kind of got a spider web of trails, so you can pick and choose which way you want to go and change it up. There's not as many places open to ride as there was when I was a kid. We could go just different places. Down on the river is pretty safe to go ride then. I like for people to come ride. I like to see their smiling faces, and I love the kids. That's all it's all about.
Indeed, racing is not just for professionals. Riders of all shapes, sizes, and abilities may participate. Races are divided by machine class, skill level, and age. The idea is to share the thrill of the sport with as many people as possible.
We like to say anywhere from about 8 to 80, but actually it starts at about 4. We raced a race Okra sponsored down in southeast Oklahoma a couple of years ago, and there was a gentleman there. He was 83 years old, and I didn't finish the course because I had a flat, and the conditions were grueling. But he finished the entire race, and I was so proud for him, you know. And so age just doesn't really mean anything. It's just what's in your heart. When I first started riding Okra I've been up there about 20 years now. There wasn't any girls, but it's getting to where now we have a female quad class, a lot of female riders on bikes. Mostly the young ones, but notice a few getting up, you know, other adults. But there's some girls now that are faster than most of the guys are. So it's an equal opportunity sport.
The diversity of participants translates into entire families getting involved in the sport. While some family members lend their support as spectators, other families go all in together.
Colton, our oldest son, had some friends that went out to Jupy Booth's place over at Old Center, and basically they talked to him, and he really got them interested in it, and Colton started racing, and then Ryan followed, and then I followed.
I wouldn't say I had a natural talent. I worked on it myself. Well, I did go to a motocross camp recently, and that helped me out a lot. Let's see, my little brother, now he has a natural talent.
It's fun. It's fun riding with my brother and dad, because you try to keep up with them. It's hard for me to keep up with my brother, though.
It's something that we can all do together as a family. Our oldest son is 18, so, you know, he's like doing his own thing, but this is something that he likes, and we can keep him involved with us and his brother and father. So.
Well, I rode some when I was a kid, but I wasn't on a bike for 40 years. I've been racing about as long as the boys have, so it was a new experience for me. And no matter what happens with us, we can always talk racing. We can always talk about our motorcycle.
Safety is paramount, of course, but beyond that, most Okra competitors try to find a balance between winning and having a good time. Some lean more one way than the other. Ultimately, the riders are out there for each other, and that's why the sport has gained so much traction in Oklahoma.
Oh, I love to win. I've always been told, race your own race. But if I race motocross, if I moved to that, I would still race OCCRA or hang out there, because it's just like a big family there. I mean, that's how I'd put it.
I'm trying my hardest to win, but I'm also just riding for fun because it's fun. So it's kind of both. When you wreck or something, and if you're hurt, they'll stop and ask if you need help, and they'll go in the scoring chute and tell the people there so they can send a medic out. So it's friendly.
Most of the people are real friendly. They will help you out. Like if you have a bike down and you're maybe in their class and you may be close to the points with them, but they will help you get your bike ready to go to participate in the race. It's competition, but it's friendly competition.
We're all competitors. The competition affects different ones differently. Not everybody has to twist the throttle wide open. They just like to get out there and ride.
After the checkered flag is waved, the dust clears and the loud engines are silenced. It's just as much the fellowship as the rush of excitement that keeps bringing riders and their families back.
It's like a family, close-knit family. I mean, everybody cares about each other and pulls together anytime somebody gets hurt. You know, we try to raise money for them if they can't work, or like David said, even on the track, if somebody goes down, the rule is, you know, to help them first, to stop and help them. It's not about passing them by and winning. So, you know, you develop a lot of close friendships and things like that.
I mean, I love these people. They're my friends, and we all have a pretty tight bond with family, and of course the sport of cross-country riding. We like to joke and tease each other a lot about our choice of machines, or you know, our riding styles or our abilities, but it's a pretty tight bond, and I've just met people from all over the country, especially here in Oklahoma, but I just consider them family.